Yo, what up you guys, Bacardi here, and today I'm just going to recap, talk about, and show you guys some footage that I got from the SuperM concert. Now, I just got back home, literally like 50 minutes ago, so yeah, it's all fresh on my mind, and I figured, let's talk about it now, you know, while it's still just like all in my head, and I can kind of just like get my thoughts out there right now. So, well, where do I begin? First off, I should talk about the fact that I completely forgot I had VIP tickets. And yeah, so there's like this whole separate section for VIP that I had to go to. Eventually I got the tickets and went in, got a beer, and just kind of waited until like, you know, floor seating opened up and then went down. And then, honestly, okay, I had no clue I would be sitting so close to the center stage. Because, you know, there's like the main stage where they like come out and do a lot of this stuff, and then they have this walking place, and then there's like the center stage and like the center of the arena. And okay, when I got to my seat, you know, they were like, you're in the center, this row, and I was like, okay, and she's walking, and I'm looking for my seat, right? And then I found my seat, and I was like, I'm looking at my seat, I looked to my right, and the stage is right there. I'm literally in the front row. And I was just like, holy shit, I'm really close. Yeah, that is the closest I've ever been at any concert, for anything. Honestly, like literally, they were like right in front of me. It was wild, yo. I couldn't believe it. Now, here's the thing. When you're in the front row, you get to be, on the barricade, basically. So around the time, what's it called? You know, they're like getting ready, and then they're like, okay, you guys can come up, right? So naturally, I stand up, you know, because I'm going to be on the barricade. And, you know, I had my beer with me. I put it under my seat, and I figured, okay, it's just going to be us. But I guessed wrong. So in comes all these girls. Oh, speaking of which, it was like 90% female, 10% male. Like really just huge, you know, difference as far as like, you know, how many women were there and how many dudes were there. So these girls just come running in. Girls who have like, you know, are not supposed to be there. Security's kind of just like, what the fuck? So they start coming in and they start checking everyone's tickets, right? Because, you know, if you're not in the front row, you're not supposed to be there. They tell people you got to go back to your seat, you know? And I'm thinking like, you know, it's getting pretty damn crowded. Like I can tell, you know, a bunch of people who aren't supposed to be here are here. So eventually it starts to cool down. And I look back and someone like ran into my beer and spilled it. And then it got into my bag. Speaking of my bag, yeah. When you're VIP, you get like this bag. I got a poster. Oh yeah. The poster's like, oh shit. Yeah, the poster's numbered. I have 6,459. That's my number. This is a poster here. Just a small little poster. Other stuff you get with this bag, it's basically, you know, just like the hat, which I kind of wanted the hat. And then I was like, but I don't want to pay for it. But I just got it because I was VIP. But the coolest thing, personally for me, was this bandana here. I actually really like it. It was cool, man. It has like all the song titles, their names and everything. Yeah, this is actually pretty damn cool. So yeah, this was just like freebie stuff that you kind of get if you're VIP, you know? So speaking, let me go back to my story. So I don't know what happened. Someone must have like, I don't know, ran into my chair or something and then like knocked over my beer. I wasn't really mad about the beer being spilled. I was more mad about my stuff getting ruined. But more than my stuff, the girl next to me. The girl next to me was like a legit NCT fan, a fan of all the guys. She had like light sticks and everything. She had like a banner and everything from Mark. She was like a Mark fan, and like it got on her stuff. So that's what made me mad. It's just like, you know, because, you know, her stuff could have got ruined. It probably like got on her purse. Like it did get on her purse, I think. And yeah, that's what made me more mad than anything. So when I turned around to like kind of clean up and then like get my stuff and, you know, like put it on my chair, I turn around and there's this girl in my space. Like where I was standing, and I'm kind of like, what? Okay. Clearly she's not supposed to be here, but I don't make a fuss about it. I'm just kind of like, all right, fuck it, whatever, you know? Yeah, so then I'm just standing there, but honestly, I'm a little pissed off at that point. First off, my stuff getting ruined, the girl next to me, her stuff getting ruined, and then this girl coming out of nowhere, going to a place where she doesn't belong. But I put all that aside, and I'm just like, all right, let's just go on with the show. Show starts, and of course they start with, I can't stand the rain. Now, when I bought my tickets, I was mainly really excited to see Taemin, number one, and then Kai and Baekhyun. I was really hyped to see those three, and was really mainly going to see them. Never seen EXO live, heard all their albums, really liked them, but just like, this might be the only chance I get to see them, live. So I was super hyped to see Baekhyun, Kai, and of course Taemin. So after I Can't Stand the Rain, they went into Taemin solo. And to be quite honest, I kind of missed a lot of it because there was stuff going on like around me, people trying to come in, security coming in, and just like I missed a lot of like his solo, man, honestly. But then along came my hero. My hero, this woman, she was working security and she was obviously checking everyone's tickets, right? She comes to me and she's like, can I see your ticket? I'm like, of course, yeah, here you go. I'm right here. Yeah. And she like checks the girls next to me. But then I kind of nudge her. I'm like, the girl who's in my place, and she's like, I got you. And she goes up to her, can I see your ticket? Boom, not supposed to be there. Go back to your seat. And I'm like, voila, I'm back in business. I'm back in the front. Just in time to catch like the end of Taemin's solo. And to be quite honest, what in front of the barricade, because he's performing on like the main stage, like the one far away from me, I honestly couldn't see him. I had to look at the screen, and it was just like it all happened so quickly that I just didn't get to appreciate his like solo, man. Honestly, yeah. And by the time he was done with it, I was like, I gave my like barricade spot to the girl next to me. I was like, you're obviously a bigger fan of everyone than me, so like, just go up here, stand in the front, let Mark hear your voice. And yeah, I kind of just like stood behind them, but still, I was still so damn close to them. Yeah, that point onward, that's when I really started to enjoy the show. Taeyang came out. He did GTA, which is an unreleased track. The unreleased tracks they did, honestly, I didn't know them, so I kind of just had to like vibe with them for the first time. But seeing him live, like I always, the main thing I know him for is those dance videos he puts up of like, what is it? Senorita, and even the Lil Wayne one he did. Like, his dancing is just like on point, man. Seriously. He's great. Supercar was next, and that song was great live. Honestly, the instrumental, I loved it way more live, just like I thought it would. And it was just like, that shit got me hyped.
Fun night together, okay? Thank you very much. This is SuperM. That's right. Let's make a good memory tonight, okay? Thank you. How y'all feeling tonight? Up top, you guys see us okay? Alright, I go by the name of Mark. Thank you guys so much for coming today. I would like to say, we did not expect this many people to show up today. Thank you so much. Each and every one of you that came today. This is all very, very meaningful. Let's have a great, unforgettable night. Let's go! Let's go! Okay, now we'll go get ready for a taste of Raging Soul Bird. While time is getting changed, why don't we head back to the main stage and talk a little more?
So 10 was next up with his solo, and I have to say this, 10 was the person who I kind of knew the least about. Obviously, I know Taemin, Baekhyun, Kai. Mark, really like him. Lucas, really like him. I really like his personality. Taeyang, I know mainly because like dancing and just like, of all the title tracks of NCT that I've listened to, I know like, Mark and Taeyang the most. 10 was the one who I was most curious to see live because I've always heard about how good of a dancer he is. And let me tell you something, man. When he did Dream in a Dream, I was just captivated. First off, again, he was so close to me, but that performance, easily the most captivating performance of the night to me. He just had me like that the whole time. I was recording, but really I was like looking with my eyes, because again, my eyes, like my camera doesn't do it justice to how close they were. My eyes like took it in for me, That is what I will remember. And when he was performing Dream in a Dream, I was just like, whoa. He made me a fan with like 2 performances, mainly one with Dream in a Dream. He was great, man. Honestly, I know there's music videos because I like looked them up for those 2, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna react to those because that was such a beautiful performance, man.
Nobody cared for my dream. I get high from losses from the flow, so we keep on, all of the pain.
Lucas was next with Bass Go Boom, and he kind of like after Ten's more kind of artistic performance got the crowd back up with like, a more fun, upbeat kind of song,
Let's get this party started. This is my favorite hobby.
Next up was Baekhyun. And when he came out, I was ready. I was ready, bro. First, he started off with Betcha. And I like that song. But I was waiting for what was coming next. Clearly. Okay? When he started singing UN Village, that's when I was like, I was just in a zone. I was just in a mood. I was just vibing with him completely. Just like, ooh, you guys have no clue how good he is live. Like, I am so happy I got to see him, man. Sing live. He sang that song in front of me, man. It was like, and I felt it. I felt it. That was one of the highlights of the night for me. Seeing him sing that song and just having that whole arena just like almost in the palm of his hands, like with his voice, and just having us like in a vibe, man. That was one of my favorite moments of the night. I have such a deeper appreciation for him, seeing him live now. Obviously, I knew how good he was in like EXO and everything, and even his solo work. But it's just like to see him live, it's like that's a star right there. Seriously, that dude is so damn talented, and it's like whatever solo work he does, I think he's just gonna like hit it out of the park. Yeah, that dude is like an artist, honestly. Dangerous Women was next, and that was a song, again, unreleased that I didn't know, and I just kind of like vibed with it for a little while, and just like enjoyed it, because like I didn't know the lyrics or anything, so it's just like you can't really do much except just like enjoy it.
We just performed our new song, Dangerous Woman. Do you guys like the song? Yes, we have another new song, so please stay tuned. Our next song is Too Fair. 다음 곡을 준비하러 가야 돼요.
Anytime they got to the center stage and they were like right in front of me, it was honestly like a really starstruck moment for me, especially when it's like Kai right in front of me, Baekhyun right in front of me, and Taemin right in front of me. Like, I literally can't believe that I'm seeing them, honestly, that close, like right there, you know? It's a little intimidating, honestly. Yeah. I wonder what they were thinking about me. Like, the one dude just in a sea of women, just like that close right up there. They're probably like, damn, this guy must like really like us, you know? It's like, yeah, dude, I really like you. You're really talented. Yeah. Wonder what they were thinking, honestly. Too Fast was next, and, you know, Mark was right in front of us. And man, like his dancing, like I never really paid attention to it that much, but that dude can dance, seriously. Yeah, he was like going off right in front of me. Baby Don't Stop was next, and let me tell you, I think that song, when it started, got the loudest reaction of the night. Yeah, easily. Yeah, Taeyang and 10, they just like decided to pop off and have fun, you know? They clearly knew what they were doing with that song. Yeah. Yeah, easily the loudest like reaction to a song of the night. Mark's solo, Talk About, was next, and he kind of just like started popping off. I was like, I don't know what he's saying, but it's just like, I'm going with it. I was recording it for a little while, and then I just put it down, and I was just like, just vibing with it. Yeah, I really want him to put out that song. That song is like dope.
Talk about an entrance, step inside the game, I'ma say like I'm paid. Something everybody independent boy just made. Damn regular occasion, let's face it, brain gets anxious. She the one super song maker, not touching on the basics. Different, quality and out of the distance. Talking in the bubble, that'll get you addiction. 이거 매일 벌써 어째 touche. 이거 매일 pool for the weed, I possess.
Confession was next. And I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for this, okay? So, yeah, obviously Kai's solo. I was really hyped for it. Love Kai. Think he's amazing. So, he starts off on the main stage, the one that's far away from me. He's like going off, doing his thing.
Time for confession. Time for confession. Need your confession. 목소리를 낮춰. Time for confession. 외치길 수 없게 치밀한 poker face. 온몸에 잡혀. 무한한 자극. Monday to Friday. 주문은 no way. 더 갈수록 불안해. Girl, keep it on that. 이 마지막 대신 좀 더 확실한 진실. 너의 이곳 속 잠긴 필요 없는 것을 kickoff. 나를 감동한 feeling. 좀 더 깊숙한 feeling. 조금 내게 confess. Yo, I just wanna know. Time for confession. Time for confession. Put your soul in fire. It's your time for confession. Need your confession. Need your confession. Just tell me.
But then, this boy starts walking towards our area, and he just plops up in front of us. And I'm just like, oh, what's he about to do? And he just starts popping off. Now, I've always considered Kai to be like a sexy man. I can say that as a straight man, honestly. Like, I'm comfortable with myself enough to say that. That man just oozes sex appeal, right? And I've never seen him like in person. But yo, when he popped up in front of me and just started going off, I was just looking at him like, this motherfucker is sexy as fuck. The reason my camera wasn't that clear when I was filming it, because I was like, again, like this, and I was really just watching him with my eyes, because I was like, I could not believe what I was seeing. I was like, this man is real. That was one of my favorite moments of the night, honestly. It's like he just popped up in front of me, and he's like, oh, you think you straight? Bitch, you thought. No Manners was next, and that is my favorite song off the EP. And yeah, all the guys just like decided to pop off in that one. Then again, one of my highlights of the night.
어설프게 따로 됐어 냉정히 끝낼수록 better Got no manners 끝이 우리 안 들려 위태로운 동안 난 가다치로 선뜻한 서지를 못해줄 줄 누구도 저는 서줘 커피 찾을 때 지성이 냉정히 끝낼 수도 better got no manners 넌 손으로 고랬잖아 순간 네 몸에서 넌 누구니까 오직 내 끈을 좀 놔주라 세상은 믿는 말이지 이 맘에 겁이 나지 우리 take it back 앞으로는 나를 쉰소리 없이 따라와 차갑게 말해 with no manners 나쁘게 떨어질수록 better 어설픈 배렸다면 됐어 냉정히 끝낼수록 better got no manners 조각기만 마저 가질 수 없게 전부 버려 한편에 지나가는 드라마 그렇게 생각하면 쉬워 got no manners 차갑게 말해 with no manners 나쁘게 떠날수록 better 어설픈 배렸다면 됐어 냉정히 끝낼수록 better got no manners 한 조각기만 마저 가질 수 없게 전부 버려 한편에 지나가는 드라마 그렇게 생각하면 쉬워 got no manners
They did With You, another unreleased song, and kind of just like this weirdly kind of like fun, I don't know how to describe it. It was just like a fun song, honestly. Yeah. And then of course they did like their final mentions, you know, and then they obviously went into jobbing for the end.
We cannot forget Taeyang's confession. 형, 오늘은 타이어트였어요. 제고어였어 뭐였어요?
Was it a coyote today or a jaguar?
오늘은 모자가 날라갔어요.
My hat actually flew off.
사실 원래 계획이 2절 때 딱 멋있게 모자를 벗고 하려고 했는데 1절에 날라갔더라고요.
My original plan was to take off my hat like expressively in the second verse, but it came off the first verse.
그래가지고 생각은 별로 없었어요.
So I didn't think much about it.
No, but it was still good, right? But anyways, I have to say that it's our last night for the video.
그거 전에 우리 그거 한번 해요. 우리 백혈기 형.
Thank you for that.
Let's go! Okay.
아니야. 오늘은 조용히 넘어갈 거라고 생각했어요.
Did you actually speak over it this time?
No, wait, guys, do you like Baekhyun Young's rolling part? 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, you guys like the body rolls too much. Anyways, oh my god. Anyways, I will start off by saying our last sayings, okay? Everyone, how did you like today's show? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I had a great time myself. Thank you guys so much for feeling the vibe with us. The energy was amazing. I don't know if it's because it's been a long time since I've been in San Jose, but seeing you guys share a song like this today, it really made my day. Thank you guys so much. We will be back, so I know you guys always wait for us patiently. I'm very, very grateful, but we will be back again, so stay tuned, alright? Thank you guys, I'll see you guys again!
Hi.
타이어 소감. 아, 나요?
한시 저는
오전대로
Because my half
일단 오늘 역시 너무 즐거웠고
It was an enjoyable time today.
저는 깜짝 놀랐어요.
I was actually pretty amazed.
여러분들의 에너지가 그 어디보다 뜨거운 것 같아요.
Other than any other places, your energy is the highest. Lastly, I want to hear that energy one last time. I won't forget about these cheers, everyone.
여러분들의 에너지 그 다음 여러분들과 함께할 무대가 기대가 됩니다.
Because of your guys' energy, I'm so excited about the next time we meet.
여러분들
Are you excited?
오늘 너무 감사했고
I'm so thankful for today.
I love you.
Thank you so much for coming, and I'm so happy to see you guys once again. And I hope this moment lasts with you guys for last time, no?
last
long time,
long time.
Really, really thank you for supporting us and
Say,
thank you for support, you guys, and then we will be back, right? Definitely. We love San Jose. San Jose scream! I love you. And I'm so happy because I could feel the love. And once again, thank you for everything, and we will make some more songs. And then I love you too.
Hey, Lucas! 여러분 사랑해요!
너무 귀여워. I love you.
Hey, San Jose! I want to say this is my first time here in San Jose, but you really impressed me tonight. And also, I want to ask, have you used all your energy on today's Sunday night? And are you ready for tomorrow to go to work? No, not ready? Okay, thank you so much for coming, and I love you too, man, for me! Oh my god.
Actually, I love you too. Yeah. 자 일단은요. 여러분들이 이렇게 공연장을 가득 메우셔가지고 저는 너무 행복해요.
I'm so delighted because all our fans filled the stadium today.
그리고 사실은 오늘 약간 피곤했지만 여러분들을 보는 순간 정말 힘이 많이 났답니다.
If I can really be honest with you guys, I was a little tired, but as soon as I saw you, my energy was 100% filled.
여러분들은 저희의 뭔가 레드불 같은 존재예요.
You guys are like my Red Bulls.
항상 힘나게 해주셔서 정말 감사하고요.
You bring me energy.
오늘을 기억하기 위해서 저희 사진 한 장 찍을까요?
To commemorate today, why don't we take a photo together?
It was a fairly kind of short show. It was about an hour, 20 minutes, hour 30 maybe. Yeah. There were things that were left to be desired that they could have done, honestly. I don't know why it was so short, because, you know, you have all these guys that kind of just like, you know, might not be around each other all the time, but are in the same company and kind of like are, like, you know, inspired by each other a little bit, or just like, you know, like the probably guys like Mark and Taeyang, Lucas, Ten, probably inspired by some of the stuff, you know, EXO has done or Shiny has done, that they could have maybe implemented some of those songs into it and had, like, you know, those guys do dance covers to it. But I don't know, maybe because of scheduling and everything. Yeah. So, like, a little part of me would have loved for Baekhyun and Kai to do some sort of EXO material, honestly. Just anything. Like, they could have done the Eve. They could have done something from Monster. They could have just done some vocals, honestly. And it just would have added a little bit more to it. Yeah. But that's the selfish part of me. That's like me, like, you know, wanting them to do that. Because, like, never got to see EXO live. And it just would be cool for them to do just, like, a little something that would, like, give me a taste of that, you know? Overall, I really enjoyed the show. I did. Particularly, of course, the moments where I got to see, like, Baekhyun, Kai do solos. And just to see them live, honestly, it's like, I started listening to EXO like the middle of 2016. It's like, so 4 years now. It's like, finally I get to see two members live at least, you know? Yeah, and even Taemin, honestly, like, you know, I always consider him Korean Michael Jackson. It's like, and now I can say that I've seen him. And honestly, even though, like, you know, his solo kind of got a little muddled for me, what I did see, I was like, this dude, when he put that hat on, I was like, oh, this dude is something else. Yeah. And then 10 just surprising me completely. Really want to check out a lot of his work now. Lucas, bringing the party up, which, like, kind of fits my image of him, you know, really, like, fun guy. And even, like, during mentions, he seemed really cool, man. Honestly, seems like a good dude. Speaking of good dudes, Mark just genuinely seems like a super nice guy, honestly. Not just to, like, his fellow members and everything, but to fans. Yeah, just genuinely, like, seems like a good person and can dance his ass off and pop off when he raps. Yeah, really like Mark, really like him. Taeyang, just amazing dancer, honestly, amazing stage presence. Like, he's the type of dude that, like, captures your attention, you know? And almost commands it in a little way. Yeah, he has this certain swag and aura about him. Total ladies man, clearly. Yeah, like, you know, give him a couple years. I really want to see, like, where he goes, like, you know, in the future with his music. Because he's another person who I look at as, like, solo star in the future, you know? Super talented. But easily my favorite moments of the night were with Baekhyun and Kai. Their solos, yeah, they're just easily, on a personal level, my favorite performances of the night. And then I'll put 10 after that. But yeah, those two just, like, you know, pressed the hell out of me, honestly. And I really hope EXO does a tour in the US when it's all 9 of them together. And yeah, it will be all 9 of them forever, okay? You're not throwing Chen out for no reason, all right? Yeah, I really hope, you know, whenever it's possible, all 9 of them come together, or at least the 8 of them, and do a tour in the US where, like, I could see all of them together. Because I seriously, that's, like, something I really want to, like, go to in the future, an EXO concert. But another thing that this show did is remind me that I really need to start paying attention to, like, NCT and, like, listen to their albums, EPs, and, like, get to know all the members and everything, you know? Yeah, that's something that I definitely have to do. And we'll start with 10 for sure. We'll start with 10, but yeah, definitely need to check out, like, their EPs and stuff, you know? Because it feels like I've, like, for some reason, just never really got around to listening to their stuff. And it's like, I need to. I need to. So yeah, that'll definitely be something I look at in the future. And honestly, thank you to the guys for like coming out to San Jose. For real. Like, thank you for not making me go to like LA for to see them. It's like not that many K-pop groups come to San Jose. NCT was one that came to San Jose. I'm going to see G-Idol in April. They're coming to San Jose. And even BTS doing Levi's, which is like 15 minutes away, I really hope more K-pop groups come to San Jose. Even San Diego, which SuperM was at, yeah, it's like California is a big place, man. It's like, it's not just LA that you need to go to, it's like, there's like the Bay Area, there's like SoCal with San Diego, so I really hope more artists like, come out to San Jose, so I don't have to like take trips to like LA like every 2-3 months, yeah. When SuperM was first announced, I had my reservations with it, especially when I thought about bringing members from already established groups, taking them out of those groups and kind of making this super group, and the whole thing about like trying to make an impact in the U.S. market. I was like kind of iffy about it, to say the least. And then when the EP dropped, I was also iffy on the EP because it just didn't hit me at first. No Manners was my favorite song, like I said, and that's the one that I took away. It really took some time for me to like, start appreciating some of those songs like Supercar or just like, even Jopping. But after seeing these guys live, I'm thankful of this project. Even if it's just like a one-off kind of thing, and we don't know if like they'll do another one of these, or you just like I don't know what the future holds for this group, but I'm really happy that they did this tour and even this project a little bit. I was worried because I was thinking like, you're taking them out of their original groups, and it's like, what's going to happen to the original group when they have to like focus on their projects, and it's like these guys are going to have like to focus on this, and it's just like all their schedules, it's just like overloading him, and I was worried. But it's like clearly Kai and Baekhyun are examples. It's like EXO's last album was amazing, so they're doing something right, they're doing something well, and I think they can all handle it. I hope so, at least. There's only 2 more dates of this left, and it's like I wonder where the future goes, for SuperM. All I know is that I really enjoyed this show. I enjoyed all 7 of them. I think they're all super talented, and honestly, it's an amazing way to like start off 2020 as far as concerts for me, especially February, because January was kind of, January was a rough month, for many different reasons. But yeah, this was a great way to start it off. I got to see people who I've wanted to see for such a long time. I got to see people who I'm now looking forward to see their music videos, performances, and everything, and who I want to get to know more. So yeah, this was a really good experience, man. Honestly, yeah, I'm glad I went. I really am. So that'll do it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed my little recap and all the footage that I got. I tried to do as best as I could. And yeah, like I said, I spent a lot of it really just filming like this and watching like this, Yeah, so, if you're in... where's the other ones? There's 2 more left, right? Yeah, if you're in Seattle or Vancouver, the last 2 dates. Yeah, if you're thinking about going, I'd say go, honestly. You don't have to go and get the ticket that I got. Yeah, but just go, support the guys, enjoy the show. Yeah, and you'll have fun. Yeah. All right, so that'll do it for me, guys. Again, hope you enjoyed. Peace, love, have a blessed day. See you next time.